What is the one thing that you would say to our listeners today to say, hey, whatever it is that you'd want them to know, would you want them to leave this podcast with, this episode with from you?
Yeah, man, I hope your listeners are getting some information. You got some good nuggets here, brother Jason. I want everybody to know that it doesn't matter if the real estate market is going up, down, left, right, forward, backwards, or even sideways. You can still do real estate investing. You can still profit from the market. All depends on what we know here. One of the things that I fought for many, many years was leveraging. Ron LeGrand used to tell me, Kris, you got to leverage your brain. Leverage your brain. And I didn't like that. I wanted to just pay a few dollars to somebody to tell me what to do, and I go do it, right? That's not how it works. You're going to have to think, unfortunately. So as long as you can take a look at, and what I've been seeing over the last few years, we predicted this. I'm sure Jason's seen the same thing. You got low interest rates. There are going to be people that can't pay those monthly payments, whether the payment is $50 or $500 a month. It doesn't matter. You can't pay it. You can't pay it. So creative financing is where you need to be now, right? So as long as you know how to operate and pivot in the market, you can make money in any market. I don't care what anybody says. We've done it. I know my mentors have been around since the 80s, so it can be done. All right. The question is, will you do it?
That's right. Ron LeGrand is the truth too. Yeah. He is the truth. I want to ask you just one more question, and we're gonna get out of here, man. But being around Ron LeGrand and having to have some of these high level conversations that you have an opportunity to have, what is, if you could pick one thing, that is, what is the most sensible thing you've ever heard someone say to you that you have implemented,
deployed?
Yeah.
I got to tell you, man, the one thing that really stands out to me, and I know it's kind of high level, is people look at what people are interested in, what other people do, what successful people do, right? But I think it's just a little more important to understand and find out what it is that they don't do. Let me give you an example. So for me, I used to deal with contractors, plumbers, electricians, framers, roofers, all that stuff, right? No longer. I don't even deal with them anymore. We have a team for that. I used to wash my clothes. I used to cut my grass, wash my car. All these little things. Ron, I never can say, Kris, man, you need to be asking me what I don't do, right? So the little domino that led to my big domino, and I tell everybody, is the clothes washing. If you can learn how to delegate someone to wash your clothes, then it opens up your mind to delegate somebody else to do other business things. And I'm not saying you need to go from washing clothes to handing $100,000 check over to somebody. I'm just saying that gives you the rhythm and pulls you out of the resistance. I'm big on that clothes washing thing. When I stop washing my clothes, it may seem small, but that, think about it. It takes you 4 to 5 hours to wash clothes. You got to think, got to go, put it here, you got to dry them, bring them out. That amount of time, I can go out there and make X amount of money. So it's just the little things that I don't do. And what I've learned from people that are training me, I watch what they don't do. That is the key, man. What some people call them minimum wage activities. I'm not saying, I don't necessarily categorize it as that, but if it's something that I can sacrifice $1 and get my time back. See, the wealthiest people, what I've learned, all they do, they buy their time back. That's it.